Welcome to Rivergrad 2. I'm River. How's everybody doing this afternoon? I have been watching our money go down. Oop, sorry, let me get set up here. I had to click off the screen, so I had to get it back on there. Couldn't find my mouse. So I hope everybody's doing pretty well. I've been just running a little bit of time for her. We have a few more people than when we left. Hey, Teapot, welcome. Hello. Yeah, it's Wednesday. We got to do it, so I'm glad to hear that you're able to make it. I have been working mostly on getting these things done. Not that I do too much except for sit there and watch it. I was going to do more of these paths, but they seem to eat up a lot of people as far as the manpower goes. We only have the one bus, and things definitely get slower in the wintertime here. Hey, Matthias. Welcome. Yes, little surprise. I don't think we're going to get too much done today. I plan on going to about 4 o'clock. But we are going to get some things done as much as we can. Hopefully the weather will break fairly soon here. But we are still working on, well, really not doing too much out here because of the snow. But really this road, so our new construction office is working on this road out here. And then we have this wooden bridge to get done. And then we should talk about, are we going to build a construction office out this way or just try to let these other guys do it? Until they run out of fuel, it shouldn't be too bad. And we'll have the fuel station out here, or we already have it, I should say. So that's, yeah, we got our fuel station. So people should at least not be running out of fuel for a while into their trip up there. Hey, Goldgraver, welcome. Hello, Antonio. Welcome, guys. So that's our, status. I was thinking about what we need to do here, and with our money just constantly going down, and now we're down to 212,000 rubles, I think we definitely need to focus on getting some more exports going and getting this road built. It's not an emergency to get the road built up to the, well, it is kind of an emergency up to the Soviet, but yeah, we definitely need that. We need to be able to get, at times at least, send stuff up there. So I was thinking, and get your guys' opinion on this. We had our little road where we're going to build our town, and I was thinking of just continuing this road over to our oil field. The nice thing about the oil field is that it doesn't really require any people, right? So we could start getting a few oil wells and just start exporting oil ASAP, and that's at least moderately profitable without a whole lot of extra energy or effort and money spent. The other side is the bauxite, which I've never done. I'm assuming that you actually need people, or are we just suggesting that we would... Do you need people in the, excuse me, in the mine, right? So that's going to be tough for us to get people all the way from over there to here, and this is the closest bauxite. So I just want to make sure I understand that because I've never done the aluminum before. Or if I have, it was... I think I have, and I think I remember it's just like the other mines where you need people. So I'm thinking, for the sake of, boy, we really have to get something, as much as we can, exported ASAP, in generally speaking with as few people as possible. So even though we can import more, they're not free, right? They still cost us 10 grand a pop, which, 80 more people is going to cost us, $80,000 or whatever it is. Or no, is it, how much is it? 10,000? And it's going to cost us rubles too, which we don't have that many of. Why isn't it telling me how much? I forget how much it is. But anyway, you get the idea. So it's going to cost us money. Ah, there we go. The spring is breaking. I like to see that. Get some stuff done. So I guess everything I'm talking about there is that we should really focus on getting this built, right? Because that's just another import, getting our people ramped up, even if it means maybe buying some more. In the meantime, getting over here and building our road up into the oil. That's my thought. Again, get your opinions on that. And anything else you have a comment on, of course. Don't limit yourselves at that point. There we go. Here's our road. We can kind of see what's actually happening. It's just taken forever to get gravel. And we did build a aggregate storage over here. And just to give you an idea, in the time, which really wasn't that long, I mean, it was a lot of the time I left it in normal speed, like now. We've gotten, what, 4 trucks over here? But hey, it is 100 tons of gravel, right? And we could start using it from here to get things going a little bit faster or a little bit further, right? It won't be, maybe we can get some stuff done on the other side. Now, I was thinking about adding another storage here for the like the open storage, so we could drag some of the boards, the lumber that we're making over to here. And just generally, we need to get this to be a real construction office, not just a road construction office, because we're going to be building other stuff up here. So yeah, let the black gold flow. Yeah, trucking oil, at least a little bit of it. It's not, it's not the greatest thing in the world to have to do, but it is an option for us, right? Yeah, so why don't we start doing that? Is there anything else we can think of that needs to get done? Let's go take a look at our stuff just for you guys. Well, let's look at the stats, because everybody likes to look at the stats to get started, right? So we're up to 537 people, which I think we ended just over 500 total population. It's a little early in the year to still see what's going on there. If we go back to last year, you'll see we have a nice population, right? We have a nice number of babies, a nice number of children. I don't want to mess with it too much. I don't mind buying a few people, but we don't really need to if we can just keep managing that population nicely. Other than that, our money's going down. Our loyalty is an issue, but I also have a solution for that. Maybe that's the first thing we should do. We took a look at our finances at the end of the last one, so hopefully everybody saw that, or you can go back and look. We can take a look. It's nothing. We're losing money. We need more money. What am I looking for? 4 citizens, residential, radio station. So we have a small radio station now that only cost us just 9.6 tons of steel and a little bit of electrical components, and so it's a lot cheaper. I guess it's maybe a little bit OP, but at the same time, I feel like it's, like I said, it's not unrealistic, right? You could start. Boy, that is little. Let's zoom in. Yeah, we don't want it over there. I don't think it doesn't pollute or anything. So, well, let me. Yeah, no pollution. So we can put this pretty close where people can walk to it, right? In other words, why don't we put it? We don't have too much over here. And the further over that way we get, we could probably put it right near the school. Yeah, look at that. That is nice. That'll fit right in there. All right, so let's assign that construction. Now we also have more space now in our thing. I was definitely thinking, as our people ramp up, I think another bus would be a wonderful thing for our. Might as well do that now, right? Since we're here. My new vehicles. Just selected a bus. What is the one we have now? Don't mind keeping them the same. Roto Lux. All right, there we go. So now we have 2 buses in the construction office. I don't think that'll cause us problems. If it starts, we can always yank one of them out of there. But I don't want to do too much in between these little things. Put the roller. Yeah, we could put the roller in the construction office. It certainly won't hurt. Now, the only other thing to say is that I mean, at some point we'll be paved. And we're not really, our bitumen is underwhelming over here at this moment. I still don't think we've actually had oh no, maybe we did have a bitumen truck go out. Did we export some bitumen? Let's go see. All right, is this full? Oh, not this one. Oh no, look, we got bitumen. So we actually made our own bitumen. Huh. Very good. Nice. How much does bitumen go for these days? I don't want to get too distracted by bitumen, but yeah, 160. So I mean, that's thousands of dollars that we just saved ourselves, which is, everything's going to add up. We definitely need it. I mean, our truck here for the gas is Again, it's underwhelming, but it just every time I look, there's just hardly any people here. Now we're getting 4, right? So that's good. What do we get? New vehicle. Rail crane. Yeah, we need those, I hope, eventually. Right now, we're a little far away from rail cranes. But yeah, any suggestions you guys have to get us more money? Oh, look at that. We're getting awful close, aren't we? Yeah, well, we look like we're on the last stage. That looks like an expensive stage. Well, it's we just have to do it. Right? At least we got these things aren't exactly cheap either. And then another thing I think we can do is we're getting 35 tons of food. I don't really feel that I have to sell every bit of food ever, right? Because having 35 extra food is not going to be the end of the world, but it does show we are starting to make a little bit of extra food. Again, people are just our problem. We could really probably use 2 buses on a lot of these routes and keep them spaced separately. Where's this guy going? Unfinished factory connection. Good. So we're focusing on getting this done, which I think is the right thing to do for the minute. Get this all fired up, because then we'll have more people as that happens. Which, how are our houses? Yeah, we don't even have anybody in this one. Yeah, we've got quite a bit of room. Yeah, those 2 houses. These 3 are full. These 3 are not. So the question is, do we want to plan on a couple other houses? Let's do that real quick. I definitely want to stick with the large. I like my big ones, but I could be convinced to do something else, right? Just kind of into the number of people. 180. Wow, look at this one. People's Palace Flats. Wow. Yeah, I'll pass on the People's Palace Flats. Yeah, then we had the Super Duper. Yeah, this is my all-time favorite building. Truthfully, and I know it's other people are not going to be impressed, but one of these, one of these is just impressive. Let's go with one. It's my all-time favorite. It's like the place of how many did we say? How many does it say? 300. So it's like 2 of these. It's like one of these 2 stacked against each other. So yeah, so we'll get that. Let's at least get the road paved. And I need to pin this construction office, don't I? Oop, not the paver. Yeah, let's get the road done at the very least. Now this guy, who does he have sitting around? He's got a couple unfinished roads, but I think he's not really working on anything as far as roads goes. Yeah, I see a gravel truck sitting in there. I do not like this construction office with the roof, because I can't see at a glance which ones are in there. So really, no, not too much. We're using the gravel trucks pretty heavy. I think it's because we have these unfinished projects. Oh yeah, put the roller in there for that. Thanks, Antonio. Yeah, I forgot we were doing these, construct these factory connections. Hello, Dennis. Welcome. Hope everybody's doing pretty well today. All right, so now we've got this going as fast as we can, right? How's our money? Our money's okay for the half minute. We've got this going. We've got our new little radio station going. So that'll help on our loyalty issue. If you guys want to look, it's not really changed. Let's do again. It's kind of make sure that's true. Actually, it's been pretty darn steady. If you look at last year, it's pretty steady. Yeah, it's really not changing. So it's not a problem, but I like the idea of being able to buff that up a little bit extra and see how the radio station affects us if we start broadcasting for increase in loyalty. And yeah, these guys are just going to need to get more people so we can ramp them up. We seem to have plenty of logs. Yeah, at some point our log storage, we should sell off the excess again. So we don't really have that much to really export that we're not. So at this point, again, I just want to keep an eye on how much food, and we can just like micromanage a truck to empty this out if it gets too much. Not going to make too much difference when we sell that off. All right, so how are we doing with this one? Is he done yet now that we've got... Nope, he's still, but he's got 90%, so he must have got a couple more. So do we want to put a gas station and a construction office here? We got a little bit of a... Where can we level to? Do we have a... Should get a backhoe. Right, of course it's not in there, so I won't be able to level. I was just wondering if that's right. This guy is in there. We're not going to be able to build that bridge without actual people, so I'm really hoping we could get that far. All right, let's find a way up over this hill and start building and designing how we would do here. Let me put on the terrain tool. Yes, they can buy electronics. I do have that turned on to answer your question. Yeah, so I'm thinking this could be the road into town, and then do we want a separate... We have this. And they can tie together. Let me... Or do we go from like someplace else, like over here? All right, that's where town will be, but this is looking at this topography. It doesn't look too unrealistic to go up this way. We got a little bit right here. All right, but if I were to... we need a free excavator. Yeah, that's sort of what I was worried about. Yeah, so we need to get an excavator up here. Now, we did have extra. We should probably be in pretty good shape to pull them out of here. All right, these guys should be past the... Yeah, they're in the building phases. They're not in the... Well, this guy could use it, and he's got an excavator there. So if we have an excavator, I may yank him out of here. I mean, I know we do, but if we're not using them... But wait, there he goes. Where are you going, buddy? Meat storage. Okay, well, it was an idea for a minute. Yeah, no, I definitely want to get this done first. The other stuff can kind of wait, but I guess we can always buy another excavator if we need it that bad, right? Why don't we do that? We got 203,000. And yeah, we only have the one road project. We already have equipment on it, so it's not like it's going to go anywhere if we buy it. Let's try this again. Oh, what? Are you kidding me? Yeah, this is... People used to complain... I know what it's... Where are you going, buddy? Are you going to get fuel, or can they have... Did they change it so you can now have 2 vehicles on the thing? And I think I have it selected so you can only... No, you can only have 1. So where are you going? Let's see what our message is. New train. You're just being annoying. We must be getting fuel. Okay. Put an AA. Yeah, how is our school doing? And you're right. We do need to get that, especially with that. Yeah, especially with that thing. Now the kindergartens can do pretty darn well if you can get enough people in them. But yeah, we should definitely think about designing this a little bit better. Yeah, I think I'm gonna I need to get this construction done so I can get my vehicles all back. We're using our excavators, and I don't know if I'm using the. I don't know that I'm using the what do you call it, the bulldozer, but still I need to get this equipment done. So maybe we'll get this in, and then yes, that's a good idea. We will do that, Antonio. So think the school. Yeah, we're getting kind of far. Yeah, they can walk to the school. So for now, I think the regular school's probably okay. I mean, we got a lot. We don't really have that many people here, right? So I mean, and our education is doing just fine. But the kindergarten, that's definitely never hurts to have the kindergarten in particular. So we'll get on that, and then yeah, I need to get to a point I can excavate and. Yeah, production stopped. I'm worried that that's because we now have even more trucks coming here. And I have been clicking this to just see that. Let's see if this guy is done his thing. But yeah, thank you, Antonio. We'll definitely try to remember that. Yeah, he's fueling up. All right, so let's go ahead and see if we can get something done while he's. All right, I'm thinking maybe just right up over there. There's no particularly great spot. This ridge is pretty solid. I mean, you could go all the way up and around that way, but I think it's worth. Maybe cutting a little bit of the hill off here and. See. I need to get it red. There you go. Kind of headed right for the steepest spot. Let's no. It's probably a little better. A little too far for that. Let's go back. We'll head right down that. Delete some of this. This is just for marking purposes only. I'm going to head right on across. Good. At least we can build that construction. Now we can level out here, right? It's good to know where your limits are. Boy, that's really a bigger hill than I was picturing when I did that. Wow. Yeah, I guess it is up that hill a lot, isn't it? Well, as long as I can get down. All right, so let's turn that red. Let's see where we would put an oil thing. By oil thing, I mean pump jack. So what's the difference? Large well. 12 tons of oil. Does it take up a bigger... Does it just cost us more money? Because it could be worth it. So 17 to get less than twice as much. You know what? If we were richer people, I think we would go for that. But let's just see about getting the minimum. We are all about the minimum at this point. Yeah, I mean that's probably about as good as it's going to get for that one. Just have a dirt road connecting. All right, and then we're going to have some kind of a tank. So where would we put our refinery? I mean, we could put it pretty much anywhere that's far enough away from town over here. Let's get rid of this. I don't think I need that. All right, somewhat fairly realistic road, I think, back into here. How's our money? Our money's okay. People seem okay enough. Yes, I don't know. I mean, refinery anywhere over here. I'm thinking since we have the road in, let's go ahead and see if we can't. Need a free bulldozer. I guess I can building level, right? It doesn't need to be leveled. All right, well, that's fine. If it doesn't need to be leveled, then... Yeah, I don't really want you to attach. Yeah, why don't you do... Yeah, because the in will be on this side, right? And the outie will be on the other side. And let's, in anticipation of future... I guess it would be transport... What is the difference? Oh, underground. Now we're going to go above ground. Is underground cheaper or something, or more expensive? Yeah, it's a little more expensive. So we're going to go with above ground for now. But just in anticipation of we're going to be doing a lot more. Let's build one of these things. And then we'll build one of these things. And we'll go up 3. Let's see if I can't build it. I think that might. No, I missed. All right, make sure it doesn't look too bad. It's kind of goofy, but gets the job done, right? Let's commit to that. And then we need a road. Now, are we going to need fire services for this? That road turned out nice, didn't it? Gonna need electric service, that's for sure. All right, so we have that road built into here. We have at least a plan for that. And are we on roads? Yeah, can we commit to that? All right, so now we'll let that all get built, and then we'll worry about connecting that tank up. But that'll at least get us a place that we can pull some trucks into and get that done. That would be something that's worth it. How much is our oil going for? We're getting close to needing a loan, so maybe we'll take out another loan here. Oil's only 21. But again, it's easy enough to pump and then truck. So it's, and no people is the big key there, right? It won't take away from any other industry. It's just pure, that's it, $21, which, is comparable to coal. Certainly don't want to send any coal ore out there. So what is the bauxite? Yeah, see, I guess that's the benefit to that is that it's $71. Yeah, it's well to see. All right, is there anything I'm missing? How about the loan? Let's just get that out of the way. Now, right before, or somewhat before I started the stream, I borrowed 800,000, but we're pretty much at 700,000 almost now owed still. So I'm going to borrow 900,000. It will be, in a sense, $900,000 in debt. And you say I paid back. Oh, look, we're actually paying back more or less, but I think that's more because I probably am just paying it back a little sooner than I did last time. But there we go. So let's pay that. That load's paid off. We still have 300,000. So that's plenty that I won't bankrupt us by everybody dying again. Good. All right. So how are we doing on our constructions down here? Well, we're still not even done this. What's going on? Resources needed. So we're still waiting on steel and stuff. But I think that's so we did get another stage completed, I think, since the last time we looked. Like I think we weren't on the very last stage. That's good. And the haul and range, yeah, I mean, I don't know how much we even really need that, but we will need it sooner than later. And then there's our meat packing plant, slaughterhouse, if you want to call it. Yeah, we still got plenty of work to do on that, but we're making progress, especially here in the summertime. Bye, Rever. Bye, Rever. I'm reading the thing. See you, Antonio. Thanks. Thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting. You've already gave good comments. We will refine the oil, but I mean, the refining of the oil takes people, right? And the one thing we really don't have that much of is people. And you say, well, I'll get more. And yeah, I have to build a whole city out here. I'm kind of in emergency mode with the money, right? I mean, I just have to get money coming in. I mean, it's fine to keep borrowing and borrowing and borrowing. And I'm really glad to see our number of people going up naturally with me not having to buy them. But I need to start maximizing out what we're doing over here. Is the feeling that I get, So the good news is we are exporting a little bit of alcohol. How many people? 12. That's nice, right? 4 in the food factory. That's nice because we do have it, I think, balanced to go, much more to the distillery, which is good because then when we get the meat packing, we'll stop importing meat. We get a new vehicle. Okay, little truck. Last chance to buy. Well, guess what? We're not going to buy it. We're not rich enough for that. Production stopped again. Yeah, how is the people? Are they pretty happy still? I see 100%. Let's just do this year since we're getting far enough into it. Pretty uneventful looking. 26 deaths, 56 births. That's what we need. So we're in good shape and improving. If not getting a lot done, at least we're getting something done here, All right, so I guess we could assign this stuff as well, or do we get... let's just get this done first, and then we got the roads done on our little radio station and our big building. And we might as well... What are we going to do? We might as well keep designing stuff, even though I feel like we're kind of getting way ahead. So yes, if we were to refine some oil, where would we do it? Let's declare anywhere in this whole area to be good for people, right? I'm just going to put a little section of road right there. Right, this is all where that cliff is right here, right? All of that is for people, so we won't build anything that's within about 400 meters of that, right? So let's go and take our tape measure. I really wish they would show you how far it is. I don't care about the terrain height difference. So that's 500. Let's go back to here. have no idea what I did there. All right, so let's just go back to here. 300. Yeah, so if we put a little line in the sand like here, right, let's X that out, and then we're going to come here and estimate like there. Oops. Why aren't you measuring for me anymore? Because I somehow am building the road. I don't know. That's only 300. And there's 400. So let's do like a little bit of a road right there, right? I don't think we have to worry about it too much this direction, but that's only 200. There's 400. All right, just enough of a little marker for us to get another message. Yeah, what the heck is that thing? Motor car. Guess it's a tram of some sort, right? Little train. All right, good. So there's a mark that's a reasonable distance from there, so that if we did build big polluting oil refinery, and yes, I definitely do want to refine the oil, but in the meantime, right, oil refinery. We have a small refinery here, which might be good to get started, right? Wood gas, biofuel. Biofuel is not the worst idea either. I have used that. But again, our issue is still people. Everybody look happy up there? Yeah, 5,000 a year per pump is fine with me, and we can go with more pumps too, right? So depending on how much we can export. So let's go ahead with little oil refinery. How's that sound? Now, yeah, I guess we would just build it right off the road. I don't really want you attached. Your innie is this way. That's fine. That sort of works. Right, I think I'd like to leave enough room that I could one day put in a pump, like a diverter, so I could split off and then send the oil to like a newer, bigger, better one. All right, let's see if I can't. Yeah, I need a free bulldozer. That bulldozer's constantly sitting over on the road, which is great. I'm glad that he's there, but I would like to level that out a little bit more. Maybe we could just do a building leveling. I just don't like them to be. I like to be, most people don't build their building right on the edge of the cliff. So, yeah, we'll worry about attaching him up. But yeah, at some point, do we build a. I don't know if I'd worry about it too much. When we have more money, we can worry about building another pump. I built this one because I anticipate, that will be going to a second pump much more quickly than even building a large refinery, right? Like, I could just see that would be a thing before this would be. There you go. So there's an oil refinery. Now we are going to need power over here. We probably need to start talking about bigger electrical for sure. And even over into this area somewhat. Yeah, probably even. For now, though, if we were to put a switch. All right, let's look at what we have. Well, let's start where we're at. Where do we have? So this one is going to here. Yeah, we might as well run the power right up the road, right? Because we can come right off of this one. All right, so let's put in a medium switch. there's coal right here. So I'm thinking that we should put in, I'm going to put in another medium switch, like, nope, not that way. Yeah, I don't want you to attach. No, you know what? I do want you that way, don't I? So I'm going to put a medium switch in there so we can take off some for the coal. And then I'm thinking we just go like right on down to here. Keep it simple. Right, put a substation that will, yeah, just reach that. We'll worry about. All right, let me zoom in so you guys can see what I did. There's our substation, is close enough to get to this, but more leaning out this way. So hopefully, you know, hopefully we'll be able to reach to another one over that way. And let's get some. Yeah, might as well use the bigger. All right, and then this needs to. Oop, missed. That's a switch. Pretty sure. That doesn't look right, but I'm pretty sure it is. All right, you did connect? Yeah. All right, so that leaves this one to be able to go up to, like, down the road. Like I said, we're going to need a we're going to need bigger electrical power at some point here, but at least we'll have something. I don't think we're going to overload anything quite yet, but we'll have something out there that we can build and work from. How are we doing? Yes, Teapot, you know what? You're right. I just let that auto do the thing that really shouldn't. Yeah, I like to do 3 for some reason. I'm not sure that there's any. Right, 1, 2, 3. I think it looks. Ooh, what happened there? Can't really see. All right, yeah. No, missed again. Trees are a little annoying. Yeah, you know, it's not the straightest looking pipe I ever built, but it's actually straighter. Like, it looks all crooked from here through the trees. It's hard to see, but then it's, you know, I mean, it's off, but then the whole thing is kind of off a little bit, right? It sort of depends on which angle you look at it from. But there we go. So we got it up in the air. Thank you. That's a good idea. Let's just commit to that. There we go. So we at least have the makings of an oil field. How is this construction office? Oh, no construction assigned. So, yeah, as a matter of fact, I would like to see. So if we assign this guy, he can bring out some of the stuff, right? He's got a full complement of. Yeah, he's going to go all the way back to get stuff, but what can't he bring? He has an open haul. Like I said, this is not the top priority, which is nice to have the second construction office with the not priority. So, yeah, he can definitely. Oh, he doesn't have a dump truck or a concrete mixer. We only have 193,000 rubles left, so. How many concrete mixers? Oh, it's right here. There's 1, 2. All I have is 2. That's not really enough anyway, is it? That's a road. So I don't have any. Yeah, so I think I'll just buy another concrete mixer. It's not going to break my heart if we have a third one, you know. All right, so he'll be able to go get some concrete, I hope. That's an awful long ride to drive some concrete around. And we said yes on the open storage. So I'm thinking, one of the reasons I went over here, I was thinking the open storage over here. I do want it to close. I kind of have this. I should probably get rid of that before. Yeah, you know what? I think I am going to. All right. Let's get the little bulldozer tool. You gotta be brave to use the bulldozer tool. Do some of you guys remember when they first started the game and you would, if you had the bulldozer tool open and you clicked on a menu, it would delete your, like, whatever was behind it? I remember laughing at Colonel Failure because he just had no clue that that was happening to him. He just kept deleting crap, and then he just had no idea. Like, it never dawned. And I don't blame the guy. I mean, heck, who expects that to happen, you know? All right, so there we go. So we have our gravel here, and I would picture at some point maybe we could put asphalt and concrete over here. All right, so maybe we'll put our cargo. Yeah, we'll put our open storage over that way. General. At this point, I'm thinking just a medium is fine. Going this way. That thing is long, isn't it? Yeah, that'll hold plenty of stuff for us into the future. You know, this may become a fairly busy area for us. I don't know. We have a nice field over this way. So if we want another farm, and remember Moo Town? I think Moo Town was like right over in this area in the past. Like, that is a nice flat area just to do a million things, whatever you want to do. And it could be pretty centrally located along this whole area, right? So if we had other resources, we could bring them down into here. We'll have our power plant and whatnot over this way. All right, so let's see. So this guy is now working. Does he have everything he needs? He's not complaining about I don't have stuff. So he'll slowly get this bridge built, which is just a wooden bridge, right? So most of it's going to be his boards, which we already have. We're making our own. And concrete, you know, some gravel. So it should be a pretty simple project. Missing, yeah, well, you're missing resources. Construction stopped. I'm okay with that. So I think the biggest issue is going to be, are they going to be able to build it with no people, which they're not. So might have to assign this guy at some point. Another new train. The rest of the world is getting new trains and we can't afford them. So, all right. So we could take a bus off of here. I'm not sure what's the best thing to do as far as that goes. So how are we doing on our number one priority? We still can't seem to get this livestock farm built. Yeah, just a matter of people and steel. So we did steal a... We got 2 open halls. I don't want to buy any more open halls. I think we got enough open halls around the map until we get some income. Yeah, this is truly a wonderful game, Teapot. That's exactly how I would categorize it. It's just so relaxing. If you want it to be, you could make it. Oh, you know what? Speaking of relaxing, I guess we can go a little faster here, can't we? Our whole goal really is to get more people. All right, so there we go. So we got at least those projects started, right? Now, what else would we want? We could design. Yeah, I definitely feel like it would be good to have a concrete thing. Sometimes, though, I like to skip a construction office. I found like it's fine to put some stuff here because it's going to be so central. But at times it's also good, depends on what your big plan is, that like if we were to have those supplies over here, because then that helps us get even further. And it's not totally unrealistic to build, you know, and drag the concrete out this way as long as you're making money. You know, Does that make sense? Like we don't have to have a concrete place at every juncture, in other words. What I would like to do, I think, is look for a coal mine place. Just, to kill a little bit of time while we're waiting for our people to grow up. Let's see if we can't. Fossil fuels coal mine. All right, let's take a look at the map. Make it big so everybody can see it. All right, so kind of right in front of me, there's like 3 spots that look like they would be good. Kind of, there's like this little one, which I think is that first tiny one, and then there's a bigger one just past it. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, see, I think I missed the one. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty reasonable spot right there. Let me shrink this map. All right, I don't think there's anything any further. Yeah, I mean, that one's okay, but yeah, then you'd have to get all the way over into here before you get another good one, which is fine, but let's zoom in. I think I'm going to plop this guy down right on this green spot here. Source is only 17%. Yeah, there's no flat spot there, which I don't really need to be level. And so, I haven't. Yeah, I'm pretty. Let's go with this. Oh wait, you know what? We already put. Oh, okay. You know what? I was wondering why I couldn't. If you look at this map, there was another spot that was a little bit better for the coal, right? Like right there, right where this. So I did put this in. Let me get rid of that for a second, just so we can re-look at it and see what exactly we're building. Since I kind of even forgot it was there. Right? Yeah, there we go. I was kind of thinking that I remember seeing something better. There you go. 25% source. I think that's much more reasonable. Right, and then we probably want some kind of a coal aggregate storage. Just a little one. Well, the bigger one. Yeah, do we have a modded one? That's truck loading. Large aggregate storage. We don't need to spend that much money. I'd like to get a smaller one that was dividable on its output. Now, is that just... So that's a storage? 180. Now, what is that just like OP? It seems like... So these are... Well, it's only storing 180. You see that thing? It's just like a... I guess it's like the idea is like it's like a storage tower, which is pretty interesting. I don't need a huge storage, and it does have can go out 3 different directions, which is sort of like a nice little buffer to get started. I'm kind of liking that. Large storage. That's just like a pile. I need more than a pile. What's this one? So this stores 400. Yeah, well, and see, it only has the one output. So I think I'd go with the little, the reason I'd put a storage at all is for the buffer. It only holds 180, but we're not going to be doing 10 tons of stuff anyway. Right, at least not to get started. Where would our power... We want our power kind of close to where we can bust them over very reliably. So if they're going to be over here, and we had a road, and we don't want the power any closer than this line. Yeah, so I'm thinking for now, build that guy up here. Come on. A little further forward, actually. Oh. Did I not build a conveyor? Hill. Alright. What hill? Like, all of a sudden, let me try. Alright. Let's see if we can redo it. Or what? Yeah, so there must be just the right hill there. What's messing with me too much, but but are we filling up with gas again? We're in fast forward mode. It shouldn't take him too long. Oh, did he go to build that thing? You bum. Are you off building the... Yep, he's off building the thing. Oh, so let's... Yeah, it'll be a while that he's on that. That's one of the reasons, again, that I used to pause so much when I was doing all my leveling and stuff. And yeah, but our goal really is... We're building things way off into the future, so it's not like we can't wait for him to get done. But good, we got almost all but that little bit of concrete. So hopefully we won't have too many issues. Concrete's tough because if you get all the way down there in that concrete, here we go. What does he have on him? Did he get... Yeah, 0.41, so he's got enough. So we'll have all the beginning stuff, and then... Good, we can use some of the boards. Let's go see how our export kind of stuff is doing. We got this problem again. Yeah, so here's the question, and you guys had made comments on this, is like, well, why isn't he filling up? We have no crops, but then let's just leave it go as a traffic jam again, and you'll see that, like, these guys don't, even when we start getting crops in, we don't get the thing. So now, yeah, well, let's just see. Maybe we have some extra covered halls. Is there any? We still have only 37 food, so I'm just not even going to mess with exporting the extra food. But we could talk about exporting more of the crops, right? How much do we have in here? Yeah, see, we still have a ton of crops. And I think either that or do we just hold off on that until we get the next load in, or should we start taking some from out of here? Yeah, maybe we'll do... Yeah, so see, this guy's taking it over there and then exporting the excess. So let's just leave it alone. I think we exported everything we can, except for what's in these two, which I think is kind of fine. Yes, we'll only have one processing plant. I agree. I mean, at this point, it's really just enough to get us going with steel and the power. So the reason for this... Oh, I didn't get it in there. That's right. The reason for that storage area that can split it will be, at least to go to the three different things, would be bricks, power, and the potential steel, right? So picture small versions or something like that of those things. Maybe a regular power plant, but little bricks factory and then a little steel plant, because we do have iron like right over here. What else do we got? Traffic jam. Last chance to buy. Production stopped. Yeah, that's a little worrisome. We're up to 556 people, so I think we just have so many buses going to that one thing. A little nice army-looking covered hall. Or various versions. I guess we get a dumper covered hall. Okay, let's shrink that down. All right, so, well, we're building ahead. Let's go see what our construction office here is getting done. There, good. We got the livestock range. So really, we got crops in there. We might as well assign this guy to start sending some people there. And for now, I think 33% is just fine with me, for lack of knowing how it'll all balance out. What's the total? Yeah, 50. They use a good amount. And so we should probably, let's go buy, we're getting low on money, but I do want to buy a refrigerated truck. We have what is this guy's deal? Oh, he was doing the logs. Yeah, and we were just too many. Yeah, so we still have just too many logs, so we really don't need that many. And then wood. Yeah, boards. We're using the boards. Is that because we're exporting them? I didn't think we were continuing to export them, but this would be the guy, right? Yeah, now he's continuing to export the boards, so good. That's a little bit of extra money coming in, right? But we also need to... Yeah, we also need to get that other open storage going, and then what I'll have him do is drive a bunch of stuff out to that open storage, and then... Yeah, see, he's also keeping this guy full, and then he's dropping off there, which is okay for now. Yeah, we don't have windmills. Do the sunniness. There we go. Got our temperature in Celsiuses. All right, so as far as our exporting goes, is we're kind of holding off on any more of this with the traffic jam. We are hopefully, yep, there's a worker, and they're making some livestock, which is good. So now we have to get the rest of this built. We got, yeah, traffic jam. We don't need to know about traffic jam. And, yeah, and, well, let's just keep focusing on that. Other than the fact we could probably... We just need the more people. I don't want to get the people too spread out. Yeah, this is pretty close to done. 71 work days. We have all the resources there. I don't think this is an expensive building anyway. This one's a lot more expensive. Yeah, we got most of what we need with the prefab panels. That's another thing to build. Get the bricks and the prefab panels. Now the other one that uses, does concrete... or cement factory, does that use concrete plant? Not concrete plant, but cement plant. That uses coal too. So that's the other one to put up there. All right, and didn't we have, what the heck was the name of it in the thing? Was we had Concrete Town or something over this way? I don't think it was up there. I forget exactly where Concrete Town was. It might have been like right here. Yeah, because our road in the original map, I took the road, instead of going this way, I took the road straight across this way. So our concrete area was like right in here, which is actually kind of fine when you think about it, right? We don't have to have the power plant right here. And we did, if you remember, we had a power plant right over here. So and then once you have the prefab panel or concrete plant, and you probably want to build your prefab panels plant. So I'm thinking, we'll see. Maybe we jam them in all over here. It's not like we can then expand, right? Once we have all of these things or a lot of these things, that'll help keep costs down, and we'll expand further and make bigger areas as time goes on. Yeah, the heating plant, I mean, we'll have to make sure we have eventually we'll have trains, I hope, to deliver coal, but we could talk about getting a good delivery system going down there. How are we doing on this? Yeah, just a matter of getting the boards out there now. That's good. So that means we should get our excavator back, right? Yes, we got our excavator back. Good. So we can continue. Where were we? Let's close this. What do we got? New vehicle type. I think I just looked at that. Oh, a little helicopter. Nice. Dreams. At this point, it's just all nothing but dreams. All right, so this is where I think I was going with that, right? Let's see if I can't. Can I? Yeah, level that down a little bit so that so that this will work properly. Yeah, where was it? Yeah, see that now it's not cutting in and out. Yeah, so let's give it a little bit more of a flat spot. I do like the toolbar down here, but I'm still not 100% knowing where every little thing is, right? It still gets me. All right, so there we go. So there's a little storage, little mini storage. And then, yeah, so then we'd probably want to divide it up even further with the conveyor in the future, right? We don't need super buffering. Right, if we did something like where we had 3, could we go further? Not really. Look, it just skims over that hill. What about here? Can I go? Is that? Not sure if it's because I'm going downhill. Yeah, or am I just too far away? All right, so that gets us down the hill more towards this road where we could have stuff. All right, let's talk about. Yeah, I like to forget about the processing plants. That's what I was about to do, so thank you, Matthias. That it's a quite excellent idea. Fossil fuels. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to see if I can't get rid of this. And actually put the coal processing yeah, no, you're not going to attach for me. Okay, our money got below 100,000, so after this gets a little bit more leveled, we'll. Yeah, it's just I've. It's the worst is when you actually build it. You know, like that mistake doesn't count until you've actually built the darned other thing, and it's like, good lord, how did I miss that? You know. Okay, so let's go to. Yeah, I just like to not have these things be right on a cliff side. That little bit of extra room to wiggle, especially when it comes to attaching the roads and stuff. Plus, this does actually not allow quite as steep a thing. So let's see, can I put this? There you go. Now, can I? The only thing I don't like about that is that the outputs are on this side. They never did give us more flexibility, did they? Yeah, no, it's not really going to like that, is it? Too much hill in the way. All right, well, we can put in a transfer. All right, let's do it. Guess we could do it over this way. It doesn't really matter. Kind of wish the road was on the other side there, but look better up there? The problem is the road is... These things do catch fire too, don't they? Yeah, so let's just put it down here where I can... See if I can get a road out. No. No. It's only a dirt road, so we'll... Now this one we're going to want a gravel road. I don't want to attach that. We'll keep that as one project if possible. All right, right. So there we have the coal processing. T flips the footprint. Do we want the footprint flipped? Yeah, I mean, that's depending on how it flips it. Let's try that. All right. Shouldn't have to delete too much. Yeah, I like that better. Except now I can't build it where it's attachable to that. Yeah, you know what? I like that better for another reason. It won't let me build it where that road is, but that's okay. I'd rather keep that road. Yeah, and then let's give this more... Give that a little bit more dressing up, right? Just because we know it's going to need to be a lot higher. By the way, this is where I think that this average tool that nobody ever liked from the beginning actually is nice because it's like a smooth. You know, it sort of it doesn't hold that, so wherever you move it, you're just kind of smoothing things out. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that too much. Okay, so T. Yeah, I think the other thing I like about this is that I'm going to get rid of that. What? I thought I brought it back up, but that's all right. After all my nice smooth, and I mess it up anyway. So I'm going to redo that conveyor here in a second. All right, a little flat spot for the road. Let's get rid of... All right, and then can I put the conveyor... All right, can I get the road out again? There we go. Yeah, so I like that a little bit better anyway. All right, now we got to get that guy down. Oh, money, money, money. Let's just deal with the money. All right, we're just going to borrow. Got us back up to 270. All right, let's go. Yeah, so that looks pretty reasonable. Little storage buffer, another transfer engine. you know, that'll feed into a regular sized processing plant that can then feed into other things. And I sort of like the idea that rather than having those face this way, they would face down this way. And then, yeah, let's take from the upper one. All right. No, you're not going to. Well, I should probably put that in last. I can picture what that's going to look like, right? Say the power plant. Maybe we put the power plant here and then the other 3 plants over here, like the. Yeah, let's just see what it's heating. Yeah, we need the heating as well. So for the town back over here. So we'll keep that in mind when it comes to these conveyors. Might be able to load coal right into it. And then we should also have a place that's easy to pick up this coal as well. That could eventually feed into a train, but I don't know. We're getting way far ahead. Yep, money, money, money. Thank you, Goldgraver. Just looking. Yeah, now, yeah, that's thank you, Teapot. That's a great suggestion with the flip, Matthias. All right, so let's. Yeah, we seem to be doing okay. I'm trying to keep an eye on what's going on up here. Traffic jam, we still have that. Yeah, okay. Well, hopefully everything's going okay. Citizen loyalty seems to be low. Yeah, well, we're going to get a... Let's see, how's this construction off? Oh, guess what? Yeah, we got to keep that construction going. All right, and then let's slow it down just for a minute. I don't want to be wasting too much effort or energy. So now we have livestock. No? Oh, you're not done this yet. Oh, no, we are. So why don't we have... We're connected. Maybe because we don't have any people. All right, so let's get this... All right, now I don't think the slaughterhouse needs... No, it needs just as many as this. So... Yeah, we were trying to balance out the amount of food, and then this doesn't have anything in it. Yeah, so at some point here, we're going to have to get another bus on the job. Have to keep an eye on our bus station over here, but let's go ahead. Since we got the loyalty message, I don't think we're having a population issue. What is our... People is 350 just people, so that's... You know, these 3 would do 225. Yeah, we're getting close to needing this other building. So let's get these, let's improve town a little bit. We need to keep our people growing. We'll do this first, and then we'll do the radio station. Sound fair? And then we can broadcast loyalty propaganda to our heart's content, and I don't have to read those messages anymore. Yeah, so Teapot, I don't remember it being a thing because I don't think. Well, it probably was a thing when I've played, but like I didn't know that. Like I just never learned that was something that they added. So how are we doing on this one? So we're still plugging away over here, right? Is there a problem? No, I think it's just that we need boards and we need people. So we don't have a way to get people up here. Well, let's get all the boards up there first. And then we're going to have to find a bus that will get up there, right? Like, so I guess we can add a bus to this one. Either that or we can assign this construction to help out. But let's have them work on these 2 buildings. And that's really... Yeah, this construction office is going to wind down. I mean, that's going to be a lot of people right there. By the time we fill up 300 more workers, right, we're going to be up at 900 workers before we fill up this town. And then we'll be ready to go. And what is the name for our new town? Not, I don't know, Sovasi? Do we want another name for a town over here? Oh, is T that new? Okay, good to know. Well, T is nice. I like to flip it. Hey, it worked out perfect here. I definitely like that better. I think it puts this road next to the other road. Speaking of roads, let's... All right, can you do more level in this way? sort of level this so it looks a little more natural. Whoa, what's going on there? Just sort of making it look, I think, a little better. I don't know if it's... that's not what I want to do. Set my road this way. Yeah. All right, so let's see. Where do we want that road? Probably more... Let's have it come out like that way. And then we'll turn it this way a little bit. Yeah, right to where that's already a break in the road. And then this one... Right, I think that looks reasonable. And then how do we get up here? I guess off of this way, right? Let's do the topography thing. Yeah, kind of a nice little path down. Just straight ahead. Let's... I don't want to attach that until I'm ready, because again, keep the road projects a little simpler. But this obviously will get its own fancy schmancy road. So how do we get over there from here? Yeah, I think we can, when I say fancy schmancy, at least I mean gravel for the moment. But all right, let's go past that. Can we dodge under the conveyor right there? Yeah. Nope. Come on. All right, then I can attach that up after that rather large construction project gets done, but that'll get us up to our coal mine. Yeah, that's sort of a long run for the coal mine for a bus, isn't it? I mean, that's going to be... Well, I guess we can cut across here. We have a university at this point. And hello, I'm not sure how to say your name, Arjun? Seems like, I hope that's right. Yeah, I'll show you. Just so everybody who's new knows. We have our university right here, the Leningrad Technical University, which we should consider at some point here doing some research. Still a little ways off, and we still got our traffic jam. And yeah, the other thing would be to get another kindergarten over this way. I wonder if we put the kindergarten near the spies, like on the other. There's the power lines cut right through here. Not sure if you guys can see them, but let's get that. I think we'll just go with the regular amount of kids. This one holds more. No, let's just go with the one that holds the most kids. Yeah, I kind of wanted this. I don't want to take away the secrecy of that. You know what? I could probably. Yeah, let's do it. Get it. I know those power lines need to go at some point here, but. That's not too bad. If we did, we're starting to get a little bit further away from the things, but still plenty of room to walk. I mean, they can walk from here to there. How far is that? 300. So they can go up to 400. So we could still go a little bit further down this way. I think we'll still be close enough. Now, again, we'll get another school on this side eventually. Let's get that. I just wanted to make sure that that made sense. We're not getting too far away. All right, there we go. So we'll have a kindergarten, because that will come up into a problem sooner than later with those people. All right, so we can get this guy to start building that road. And the other thing maybe we should do, yeah, let's see how are we doing. We're in July, so we have plenty of time. It'd be nice to get this done. Again, this is a little bit secondary, but getting up to the Soviet is critical. Let me read the chat here real quick. A fast bus, too, yeah. Storage. Okay, so we could go. Okay, that's good to know without power. Yeah, we need to get power up there on our little construction project. So, yeah, we still need plenty of boards all the way out here. Now, how are we doing? I don't want to. Let's turn that topography off. I don't want to. Yeah, I think I need to slow down on the exporting, or well, I guess we should be getting our boards from here, right? I mean, as long as we are. Oh. I thought it glowed when you open storage. Small 2. Now let's have them. Right. Oh, it was glowing. It was no. Okay. So there we go. So yeah, and then the same thing with this other construction office. Let's make sure they're. So that way we can keep exporting whenever we can export. Right. We don't need to worry about that guy selling all the boards from under us. And this one. Yeah, let's see, where are you assigned? No, he's going to the right one. So we're the one that we just, the one that's before the export, in a sense. Yeah. So why aren't you hauling boards? Oh, so you're not hauling boards because you don't have any people to. Huh. Okay. Well, I definitely need to get that bridge done. So I don't want to buy too many more vehicles at this point, even though I know we probably could. So let's take, this will hurt these guys for a few minutes. But let's take this bus. And just put him in there for the moment. And then we'll take him back out. Because that won't hurt, because we do need to get this built, and I wouldn't be opposed to buying another bus, as long as, you know, because buses are always going to be helpful to, because we need another bus, for example, to ramp this operation up. Yeah, let's take a look. Do we have meat? And speaking of, I never did buy the meat hauling thing, did I? Now, part of my problem, there's 2 parking spaces here, but I'm not going to be able to park the meat guy. Well, yeah, I can. I can park the meat guy there, too, if we want. Or we could just have him drop off meat and then go on his way, right? To export the rest. So let's get a refrigerated vehicle. I thought I came in here. I think this guy distracted me. And we probably should give him a job at some point. Consider what we need him for. If nothing else, we could send him out to a construction office. Maybe we'll do that. Buy a new vehicle. Refrigeration. 2 tons, 3 tons. You know what? I think I would have just go with the little one, 3 tons. Right? It's a little bit cheaper. Not that that matters too much, but like we're not really going that far, and we could just leave him for now parked over at the thing whenever we want to. We can have him export. I think that'll be fine. so let's oops. I don't like that that closes after you open that, but that's okay. All right, so for starters, we'll have them do an export thing, and then we'll just keep an eye on it. We'll call it export loop. At some point here, we'll have to get that distribution thing going. I can select meat. I can't even select meat. Just unload anything. All right, get started. There we go. So we should be independent on meat, I hope, going into the future here. What's going on here? It's giving me notifications. Citizens loyal. Yeah, we're working on the radio station. There we go. So he's on his way. And then this guy, I guess we could just... Where did he go? Back behind me. Let's just get this guy. And he was hauling wood. And I still don't see... I still don't have any problem with wood there. So let's send him up to this construction office, because why not? Right? It won't hurt. Right. There you go. So... the bus has still not even made it here yet. There he is. Hopefully he'll get up here and do his thing. Anything else I'm missing? Oh, the current phase only needs work hours. That's what it was. I got you. I did misread that, but yeah. Current phase. All right, last chance to buy, and I right-clicked instead of left-clicked. All right, nice. So we now have ore processing. Yeah, what else am I missing? I'm feeling like I'm missing something. We got plenty of money for the moment. Getting close to 600 total people. Get a sip of water. So good. Hopefully we can get that done before the winter time, right? Because getting that bridge done after that, it's going to be tough. And then the other thing, yeah, you know what? When you're working on stuff, let's go back. Somehow I closed my... All right, let's pin that guy. And the other thing he needs to do, good, look at that. Getting those things done quickly. That radio station is going to steal people, but I also want to get this technical services done. Matter of fact, you got a lot of people sitting around doing nothing. Let's assign you to technical services as well. Yeah, we can go haul some stuff. What do we need for technical services? Yeah, just some steel. Yeah, that should be pretty easy to do. Because if we can get that technical services, that'll open up some possibilities. Now, how's our gravel? Oh, look at that. We got some. It's not much, but that'll save a bunch of trips. You know, we're making the trips out here. That will cut down on the time. At some point, I'll switch this guy from driving all the way down there to here, and these guys probably won't keep up, but we can run this down to 0, and that'll save us some time. But it just gives you an idea how much time it takes to get gravel up here, because all they're doing is running back and forth. All right, so let's... I think we're good on that for the moment. Anything else happening? How's our farms? We'll look at our stats too. And I'm going to end probably around 4 o'clock or so, some place that makes sense in that neighborhood. Just to warn you guys a little bit ahead. Yeah, well, we're growing. It's only July, and you know everything got planted pretty quickly. We're certainly kind of wasteful. And for those of you who don't know, we have this distribution that's waiting to send all these guys away. Our little traffic jam message that keeps popping up is from right there, because we don't have any corn coming in yet. All right. Yep, very little lumber, which means we're selling it. Let's take a look at our exports and whatnot. Imports, 23,000. And we're only exporting a little bit of boards. And we did a little bit of meat. Look at that, $1,000 for the meat. And that's You know, not too bad. Gravel. Let's take a look at our food is the other thing we're making. And we didn't export any gravel, did we? Oh, did we take that dump truck off of that, I guess? Is that him? He's supposed to be going. Oh, we did do 10 gravel. I'm sorry. It's just not worth much. Sorry. Yeah, so... Yeah, traffic jam. How is our gravel? Yeah, we still have 700. So when I first looked earlier, before the stream, or in that ballpark, it was at like 450 or 500. So we've gone up almost 300 on the gravel. So we could certainly start using it faster. How are we doing? Hey, 605 people. That is nice. That is a pretty nice... Keep the messages pinned on your screen. I'm not sure that I want messages pinned on my screen, but that is good to know. Let me see. So in settings, graphic settings, general settings, autosave, tab, fast, control settings, that wouldn't be it. Graphics, no. Game, maybe. No, I'm not sure where you mean. Keep the messages pinned on your screen. And I'm not sure why I would want that. The boards are bought... No, the boards shouldn't be being bought at that storage. You mean here? Oh, they are being... Why are they being bought at that storage? Yeah, that's not what I want. Yeah, no, this... Okay, well, I was impressed that we still had some there, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, I don't know how... I don't know when I did that. I don't know why I did that. Like, I do want them bought here. Maybe I switched the wrong one? Alright. So let's purchase boards. We won't purchase anything at this moment, but if we run out here, yeah, this is fine. Like, I want this to go down to 0, and then that guy would just wait, right? He's ordered to wait. Yeah, he'll wait there for more boards to show up. Yeah, so thank you. That was good catch on that one. Yeah, as soon as I put that other extra bus on, you know, so if we just get a few extra buses, it hurts, because I think what happens is you know, enough buses are there that they're fighting over the few people. We have 1% unemployed. Let's take a look at our population statistics. Right, for what time is it? Yeah, July this year. Yeah, nicely increasing. You know, we've got, I think we had around 300, a little over 300 productive workers. So now we're up to 350, which is almost 50 more. It was something like 305, I think, when we first looked. And we've got a nice number of babies and a nice number of children. It's, you know, exactly what you want to see. I mean, it's not like wild, crazy swings where it's like tons of, you know, we're not going to have like a population explosion. That will end badly. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I'll try to look for that setting more. We'll see. But it's good to know, so if anybody wants to, and you can always search it online or something. What is this? Hold and change. I don't know what that means. Oh. No, we don't want to do that. Hold and change position on screen. Yeah, no, that's kind of a bizarre thing to have there, isn't it? I don't know if I just want it on the screen. Like, it's almost like a windowed kind of thing, you know? Like, anyway. I hope that didn't mess anything up. Does the recording still look okay? All right, there we go. So how are we doing? Did we get some people out here to work on this? Do we have a mechanism? That could be another thing that might help us, right? Yeah, we have no mechanism. Do we have a road crane we could send out there that's not being used? We might be using it. Oh, look, we got this building done. Good. Oh, we got the radio station here. Let's turn down the radio station. right? Yeah, 10 for now. Like, and then we want to do. So I imagine. Well, let's take a look at our stats, right? So overall, is health, educational strength. Yeah, I think we're doing fine. No, this is anti-religious sport. I don't know. We can give them a little bit of culture, right? We'll give them a little bit of culture. Why don't we give them a little bit of sport and the rest Soviet propaganda? So now, has that helped our loyalty? Let's do this year. All right, and then we'll do loyalty. Now, it really hasn't affected loyalty, but we're at, which is fine because I just switched it. But we're at like 28 or something like that, right? So we'll see how we do from there, right? Traffic jam, yeah, we know about that. Good. So we're up 622. We're growing nicely, and if you look, births, I mean 170 almost, and 62 deaths. So that's we're growing nicely. You know, just now it's a matter of getting big enough that we can make some money. But there we go. We've got this. Did I put that guy on weight? There he is. Surprised I found him that easy. I don't think I did. Now you wait for a load of meat. Don't keep driving back and forth. Right, and then the other question is, will we be buying any meat? The problem with the meat is, if you look, we sell out of it so fast. That's part of the problem with this. But that's all right. Well, you know, the issue will be if it's too bad. We'll just have to put him sitting there, right? So we're making good money off of it, but we're just buying it on the other end, which is probably a little bit of a loss. So we don't really want him exporting unless we can keep this thing full, which we're not able to. Now, how's our food doing? Look at that. Our food is barely improving. So, yeah, so we need to keep, you know, it's fine. We're balanced, but we need to keep that in mind that as we're getting more people here, we're not creating any extra food for them. We've got like 38, where a little while ago we had 33. That's good though. We're balanced, and we have our alcohol truck filling up. How did we do for exports in last month? Yeah, no alcohol. How about this year? Yeah, just slow. Boards. Yeah, we cut down that guy from running back and forth buying them, so that's actually smart. Crops. Yeah, that stopped a while ago after we sold off all the excess. I kind of like the way that's working out. It's not perfect, but it's good. Yeah, good. We're selling some extra gravel, 6,000 this year. So we've, actually exported some stuff. Let's take a look. All right, 75,000 versus 125. So negative 50,000, but considering we are doing some construction, it's just going to be hard for us to pay for all our construction for a while. But again, we've got more exports. We've got more people. Good. The Red Star statue. We have this, which said, well, let's go look. Trees and accessories, monuments. Yeah, the Red Star statue is 5.2%, but then I put up this Lenin over here is 4.5. And then which one do we have here? The hammer and this one, hammer and sickle here, 2.2. And what I would say is the combination of these two didn't raise my loyalty any higher. Right, so I don't think putting in a star statue is not going to make it. It's not cumulative. Like, it's not like if you put two. It's like once they're satisfied looking at statues, they don't get an extra bonus. I think the benefit here would be you're probably, I don't know if they have to visit it or if it's a radius thing, but we're probably covering more people. You know, like if there was somebody who lived down here and worked down here, he might never get the effect of that. I don't know how that works. But that's why we now have the radio station, so we'll see if that does the trick, right? Hey, look, we got 33 listeners. 97% of our population has a radio. Very good. So let's see if that's having any impact on our loyalty. Let's do this year. Not yet. Hopefully it will eventually. Yeah, crop storage problems. Well, this is what I'm talking about earlier. Why don't these guys fill up? I understand there's a traffic jam. But, you know, if once we send them on their way, then everybody will fill up and be just fine. And they'll come back and fill up just fine. We just have to get them out of the way. But good, so that's good. So we'll be back to exporting. But they just, once they sit there at the traffic jam long enough, they need to be reset. So, which is fine as long as I remember to do it. So thank you, Teapot, for pointing that out. Three or 4 years for the radio. And that's just a small radio station, so get a new little car. Price of oil rises. Yep, that's what we want. We want to get to the oil. I guess that's not good for us now, is it? And loyalty low. Yeah, well, we're working on low loyalty. Hopefully that boosts it up. Let's see, how are we doing out here? Definitely want to get that bridge done. There we go. Look at that. Max number of workers, 57, and we have 40. Wow. We're not messing around. We got 40 workers. That's great. It's kind of a waste in some ways, but look at that. They're going to blast right through that phase, which is good because now we have 2 flatbed trucks. We'll get there. That's a big bottleneck. And I think I'm just going to try to pave. I mean, there's Molna. It's not that far away, right? So let's go ahead and get this guy in gravel. It's not the biggest project right there, but all right. So any other suggestions before we end here? And that could even include things I should do in between. I will work on things a little bit. There we go. All right, so now we're ready to go ahead and get all that paved. If it comes down to it and we can make it, let me say this. If we were to go across the river, I think we came right up over here before, and that's a pretty good spot. I could see us going down the river this way. But the reason I'm saying that is, where would we put, just if nothing else, a gas station out here? Probably a construction office. How far away can we level? Remember that was a question I asked like a long time ago, and right. We can level there. We can level there. Right, do we... Okay. So right there. That's not unreasonable, is it? Let's take a look on the map where we're looking at. All right, we're like right here. Now, I think the thing to do then, let's shrink that map, is to come over to constructions. Yeah, I'm not sure. I want one tiny construction. We don't want tiny. Got enough. Too many tiny constructions. Construction office. Yeah, maybe we try this one. This one holds 32. We could just do the normal one. Yeah, that's a lot more money. Yeah, now let's just go with the regular normal one. It's putting it up too high. All right, let's go ahead and make a bit of a level spot here. Up towards this hill, I think, would be better. Put a gas station in. Put another construction office. Even if all we ever do is park a bulldozer here and a backhoe, at least we could level things in the future. And we'd have a gas station as well. Oh, we don't have power. Is it that far? What happens if the meat storage doesn't have power? Okay, so can we get a construction? I will get right on that. Let me just finish. No. Right. Okay, something's there. We go. All right, and then we'll get a gas station under the roads. Yeah, so let's see what's up with this guy. Can we? Yeah, I always wish they don't tell you of all the things. Like it would be nice if that one would. Huh. Yeah, I guess it's just not. I mean, it seems to be working fine, right? I mean, I don't want to build a whole nother substation just to power that thing up if this is working well enough. Do things deteriorate in that way? Like, I mean, I know the idea is that it would be refrigerated storage, I'm sure, but at the same time, I'm not sure that I care if it doesn't actually deteriorate at this moment. Maybe in the future I will build another substation there, but I really don't have a lot of money. Oh, look, money, money, money. Let's do another loan. Yeah, we'll borrow money. Pay back 70. Oop, I do. Turn the numlock off. 702. Okay, good. At least we have a few more bucks for a few more minutes, which isn't, at least that money's not going down. I don't feel like it's going down as fast as it was before. Loyalty's low. We're going to start running out of summertime here. All right, so how are we doing? I'm feeling like it's getting ahead of me. Let me just... So are you just working on this, right? And how are we doing on that? Yeah, we got some of the boards, so we need some more people. So he's going to get people, I'm sure, and get more boards. We got 2 trucks there to haul that stuff, plus any equipment, which we don't really... I guess we would need a crane for those later stages. We don't have that. Never put this wire back in, which eventually will be missed. All right, we'll go this way, I think. And then... All right, so if we want to put something else right there, we've got that kind of set up now. And then... Okay, yeah, this switch goes to there, and then we have this one, so we're probably going to want another switch even. Well, that's part of the reason I was getting into designing that. So we're not going to worry about it too much, but eventually when we go to run power up to here, we're going to get a switch in, but I'd like to see what we do with designing this first, All right, so this is our coal ore processing. And I'm thinking it would be better to have like the power, say, up over here, right? This is a line that's 400 meters from there, so as long as we keep our housing over here, right? So if we put a power plant right there, what other ones do we have? Gas power, electric generator, bitumen power plant, that's interesting. Farm generator, we want more than that. Rural power station. Nah, I think we're going with the regular old coal unless we find... Yeah, and so I think... Yeah, I really would like the people to be able to get in there. Can we flip this? Doesn't really flip in a way that excites me that much. Yeah, let's go ahead and do... What are you doing from up there? Yeah, so I think if I did something... Why are you attaching all the way to that thing up there? Stop that. Right, will you attach just because of the angle? Yeah, you'll attach. Right, the only thing I don't like about that is that the road is all the way up there, but that could work out if we bring it up from the right or the left-hand side of the screen and up that way. Gravel roads to the mines. I'm not sure what you mean, Teapot. Let me take a look. I'm holding my finger down right now. At least get this started. But that's, I'm thinking the road right ahead of me to the oil field would be good. If that's what you meant by the mines, I'm not sure. All right, that's good. So let's get out of that mode and go see what Teapot's talking about. Do you mean dump trucks here? Yeah, the only thing I don't want to do is end up taking people. Like if I could take these, if you mean these dump trucks doing nothing, I'd rather not. There we go. How's the people doing here? Good, 12. See what I mean? I'd rather them not end up being sent to work on these roads at this moment, right? It's one of the reasons for the separation. How are we doing? We gotta get this kindergarten going. We have a whole construction offices doing nothing. Yeah, now these, well, again, I don't, if these guys are done, is there anything else down here that we want to construct? Not really, not at this moment. I mean, eventually we're going to get more houses in here. But I think we're okay. Let's confirm that that's, this one probably doesn't, yeah, see, 304, we don't have anybody in it. 54, nice, that one's full. Nice, so we're getting, we're getting there. These should all be full, I think. Nice, so we're getting there, but this, we have plenty of housing for the minute. And again, we'll be, as the money situation changes, we're going to be, keep plowing away towards building houses out here and getting more of this industry going. I'm just doing all this design work and then prioritizing others. So now I want to stay prioritized on that bridge for the minute. And if that's what you meant, but this construction office, I think I'm okay with maybe them working on this road. Oh, that's not even the road I meant. I want you to work on that road. Right, eventually we'll work on that road, but get working over towards the oil field. Right, and then You know what? Since it's summertime and you can get there, why don't we work on that road? And you're getting a fair amount of gravel there. Once that gets up to 600 or 700, I'll switch over and start using the gravel from here. But by then, hopefully that bridge will be done. Yeah, that was good thinking, Teapot. It's good to look at that. Yes, yeah, we'll definitely work towards the oil, which also means, by the way, we should get this road. You know what? I'm gonna delete that. Just do. What? There we go. All right, we'll do a little gravel road out to that guy. This guy's still attached. Everything's fine. I don't want to attach to these, but sometimes, yeah, that guy's attached. This switch, yeah, I think what I would do here is we'll connect here and then we'll wrap that switch into the same intersection here. But that's once we get, let's get the rest of the gravel laid first. What was our message? Another crane. Let's shrink that down. All right, good. So anything else? Let's see. Please check the auto buy on the construction open storage. I'm not sure exactly where you mean. So check the auto buy on the construction open storage. It's set to rubles. Do you mean this one? Oh, I switched it to rubles. Prefabs, bricks. You know what? When I had that boards issue, you know, we can. Good. Yeah, we don't want to use up too many of our rubles, do we? It might have been why our money wasn't going down as fast. Thank you. That was another miss. Another swing and a miss. How are we doing here? Well, we're getting some boards. How are we doing on our little fuel thing? Yeah, we're making some fuel. Are we actually? There's no way we're providing enough. Do we actually? See, we're still importing fuel, but that's all right. We'll get more people, and as we get more people, we'll get another bus coming out to here, and you know, we got tons of wood, and in all these places, we're just backed up on wood. It's more a matter of, you know, we got 2 trucks hauling wood. We got plenty of woodworkers. Might even cut down on them eventually. But again, I'm hoping to use much more bitumen and fuel from over there before we even get our refinery going. But I guess we're going to end up with a refinery by the time we get enough people. But we'll see. It's still a ways off, right? We're still, in some ways, we're not much better off than we were. Other than we started the episode with this live stream with about 500 people. Now we're up to 640. So we're having nice population growth. Just it's a matter of time, and that's going to keep us slow. But that's all right. It'll give us time to do a nice job building all this stuff out, right? Plant trees. Let's see. Yeah, won't hurt. I think we could go. I mean, they cover this huge kind of area. I like to plant the trees that they're not growing. Like these Acadias stand out pretty well. So you can tell exactly where they'll cut to, but yeah, they're not cutting right in that. Oh, maybe they weren't grown. I don't know. I don't know how. There you go. There's a bunch more trees. I guess that's where you meant, I'm assuming, right? Now, why would you guys say that we have to plant trees? I mean, there is a lot of treeage left in the area. Even, you know, I planted those. I have no problems with it, but you know, it's 8,000. But it didn't hurt, right? Because they could still cut all these over in this area. But in any event, there we go. We planted more trees. Gravel the roads behind town center bus stop. Talk about here. Yeah, I was leaving that alone to see how it did with the snow plowing, right? Because I don't want them to keep, like, I just want them to focus on this. Like, just keep this one most important path open. And then this is sort of our bypass for the future. And it was also a bit of an experiment when it comes to that. And then third thing, to some degree, is that I'm not 100% sure what we're going to do. I think we're going to put some more housing right up here. I'm not sure. It could be a good place to put something else. We'll see. I don't want to get too close to our industry, but that's plenty far away right now. Like, I think we could even put more industry, say, right here if we really wanted to. Well, there you go. So, if there aren't any other comments, I think I'll get ready to wrap up here. I definitely appreciate you guys watching. I know it was a odd thing on a Wednesday afternoon or evening, depending on where you live, or night, I guess, if you live too far away from me. There we go. So we'll get this worked on between the episodes. We'll probably get maybe some of this power kind of stuff worked on. I definitely want to get this opened up. This the open storage, and we'll talk about, I guess we could, yeah, we don't use that many mechanical or electrical components, but getting a regular warehouse up here could definitely be a thing, maybe on the other side of the power lines that are right here. Yeah, it's certainly not going to hurt until I can get, again, because I can't afford too many more vehicles. I don't want to just endlessly be buying vehicles. Now, did we get this other construction, or this other, look, this will help. There we go. Speaking of not buying too many vehicles, well, we need a new snowplow. So this is a snowplow speed 28, 23, 20. Yeah, so this one, which is a little bit more expensive. Yeah, I wonder what the difference. I don't know, but there we go. That the highest speed's always my thing. So at least we'll have a truck out here. May not be perfect. Let's see what area he's going to cover. Why is he stopping there? Think there's a reason why he's... Oh, because that was 1,000 from him? That doesn't make sense. But anyway, there he goes. Yeah, so what happened there? That's odd. Let's shrink that down. Look how he's stopping. Well, I guess that's fine. I would rather it... Yeah, that's fine. I just want him to basically go up and down that road for right now, which is just going to make it a little bit more likely that we get all the way out to here. And then I guess what we should do is have another one. Probably should have another one over here. But let's get this built. Because even if there's no power or anything, as long as I have the construction office, we could do a little bit leveling a little bit further if we need to. Because I would like to maybe start another depot in this area. Really almost more than this one, other than the fact that this one, again, I think we're going to be doing so much construction here that it's going to be worth eventually building this up. You know, so then again, if we build that up, do we really need a depot right here, right? But it's just because we'll probably be doing a lot of work for a little while, at least in this area. Let's go ahead and commit to that. There we go. Good enough for now. Yes, Sunday is definitely still in my, that's still the plan, to come back on Sunday and do this all over. It was nice to get a little bit extra done, and like I said, I won't do too much in between without you. Certainly anything extravagant, I might just run some time forward. Does anybody have any last questions or comments? Let me know. And I don't get a whole lot of comments about the series, but I know at least a fair number of people are clicking on it. So if you do have questions, there we go. Here's something else we can work on. It's that kindergarten. Yeah, definitely let me know. I do read the I do get the comments, like even if they're not live, and they are helpful at times because when I go to work on it before the next live stream. There we go. So let's just take one last look at things. How's our meat? Yeah. So what is the negative? Building is without power supply. Is there any negative to that? I don't know. Again, because I think I remember running into that before. As a matter of fact, it was over in the old map. If you guys remember, I built a farm. This was back in the old, before the leveling got a lot easier. And I worked for hours on that farm, tiered up into here. And anyway, out at the road that used to go by in this area somewhere. Probably even well, no, the road was a little bit further over this way. My initial meat packing was down in this area off of these things. And I didn't have a power supply to the meat storage. So yeah, if it's only the loading speed, and I'm fine with that for now. That's good to know. And like I said, I don't remember. As long as the meat's not going to spoil, I'm okay with it. We're getting people. Yeah, there's some more people. Yeah, we need to get out to the Soviet so we can get more vehicles too. Because as we ramp stuff up, vehicles are going to be a limiting factor. Right? I know it seems like a lot of rubles in a way, but we'll cut right through it trying to ramp up. Because right off the bat, if we're going to haul oil, we're going to want a bunch of oil trucks, and they're going to cost us. And it's just, yeah, we're going to run into the vehicle issue. But there you go. So I think I'm going to wrap it up. It's getting closer to my dinner time here as well. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and hopefully I'll be able to make it on Sunday. I don't see any reason why not. I don't say that because I'm questioning it. Just, how life goes sometimes, but I definitely will plan on it on Sunday morning, and we'll keep going. Like I said, I'll make a little bit of minor progress, and we'll go from there. We're getting crops off the field too, aren't we? Are we getting them all hauled? Well, so far. We'll see. We'll get those sold off. Yeah, I don't think it has a goods temperature either, Matthias. But well, thank you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I hope to see you all on Sunday. Take care of yourselves and have a good day. Bye-bye.